What if the ringing in your ears is not random noise, but a warning signal from your nervous system? Millions of people are told their hearing tests are normal, yet the sound never stops. Tonight, we step inside the hidden world of tinnitus, where science reveals what your body may be desperately trying to tell you. Deep inside your inner ear are microscopic sensory cells so delicate that once damaged, many scientists once believed they could never recover. These tiny structures, known as cochlear hair cells, play one of the most important roles in human hearing. They convert vibration into electrical signals the brain understands as sound. But these cells are extremely vulnerable. Years of loud noise exposure, chronic inflammation, poor circulation, oxidative stress, infections, metabolic imbalance, and nutrient deficiencies can gradually weaken their function. When cochlear cells become damaged, communication between the ear and brain becomes unstable. Instead of clean electrical patterns, the nervous system may begin generating distorted signals, often experienced as ringing or buzzing. Researchers are now investigating how the body may protect and potentially support these cells through improved circulation, antioxidant defense, inflammation control, and nutritional therapy. Compounds like magnesium, zinc, omega-3 fatty acids, and antioxidants are being studied for their role in reducing oxidative stress inside the inner ear. Although research is still evolving, scientists increasingly understand that the auditory system is biologically active, adaptive, and deeply connected to overall metabolic health. For decades, tinnitus puzzled both patients and doctors because standard hearing tests often appeared completely normal. Today, advanced imaging and neurological research are changing how scientists understand phantom sound perception. Modern auditory testing can now evaluate subtle nerve dysfunction, hidden hearing loss, and neural hyperactivity. Traditional exams may miss. Researchers have discovered that tinnitus is often linked to changes in how the brain processes sound, not simply damage inside the ear itself. Brain scans reveal increased activity inside the auditory cortex, emotional centers, and attention networks in people experiencing chronic ringing. This helps explain why stress, anxiety, trauma, and sleep disruption can dramatically amplify symptoms. The nervous system is not isolated. Hearing, emotion, attention, memory, and stress regulation are deeply interconnected. For many patients, understanding this connection becomes the first step toward reducing fear and regaining control. Many people never realize that certain medications may influence the auditory system. Some drugs can affect circulation, fluid balance, nerve signaling, or delicate cochlear structures inside the inner ear. Researchers use the term ototoxicity to describe substances capable of stressing or damaging auditory pathways. In certain individuals, high doses of some pain relievers, antibiotics, diuretics, chemotherapy agents, or stimulants may contribute to ringing, hearing sensitivity, or changes in sound perception. This does not mean medications should be stopped suddenly or avoided without medical supervision. Many are essential and life-saving. But understanding potential side effects allows patients and healthcare professionals to make informed decisions together. In some cases, reducing unnecessary auditory stress may help calm an already sensitive nervous system. The human auditory system is built from the same biology that powers the rest of the body. Blood vessels, nerves, mitochondria, minerals, and electrical signaling all work together to create healthy hearing. That means what you eat may directly influence how your auditory system performs. Foods rich in magnesium, such as spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and avocados, may help support healthy nerve regulation. Omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon and sardines may improve circulation to delicate auditory tissues. Eggs, dairy, fish, and lean proteins provide vitamin B12, an essential nutrient for neurological function. Colorful fruits and vegetables deliver antioxidants that help protect cells from oxidative stress and inflammation. Hydration also matters. Even subtle fluid imbalance may affect pressure regulation inside the inner ear. Although nutrition alone may not eliminate tinnitus, supporting the body's biological systems may reduce stress placed on vulnerable hearing pathways. Silence can feel peaceful for most people. But for someone with tinnitus, silence may become overwhelming. In quiet environments, the brain receives less external sound input. To compensate, the auditory system may increase sensitivity, almost like turning up the volume on a microphone searching for signal. This amplification can make internal neural activity far more noticeable. That is why many individuals experience stronger tinnitus in silent bedrooms, empty rooms, or during nighttime hours. The brain is constantly scanning for sensory information. And when external sound disappears, internally generated activity may move to the foreground of awareness. Researchers believe this heightened sensitivity is part of the brain's adaptive survival mechanisms. The nervous system is trying to detect meaningful sound, but in doing so, it may unintentionally amplify phantom signals. One of the most important discoveries in tinnitus research happened not inside the ear, but inside the brain. Using advanced brain imaging, scientists observed increased activity in regions responsible for processing sound. This area, known as the auditory cortex, may become hyperactive when normal hearing input is disrupted. Neurons begin firing more rapidly and more synchronously than usual. Over time, the brain may essentially lock onto these internally generated signals, creating persistent awareness of ringing or buzzing. But tinnitus rarely affects sound processing alone. Studies suggest emotional centers of the brain, including regions linked to fear, memory, and stress, also become involved. This explains why emotional distress can intensify tinnitus symptoms so dramatically. The experience is both neurological and emotional at the same time. For years, tinnitus was viewed primarily as an ear disorder. Modern neuroscience is changing that perspective. Researchers now recognize that tinnitus involves multiple interconnected systems throughout the body. The auditory system, stress response, sleep regulation, emotional processing, circulation, metabolism, and inflammation pathways may all contribute. This is why two people with similar hearing tests can experience tinnitus very differently. One person may barely notice it. Another may experience severe emotional distress, sleep disruption, and nervous system overload. Experts increasingly recommend a broader approach focused on reducing total neurological stress. This may include improving sleep quality, managing anxiety, supporting metabolic health, reducing inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar, optimizing nutrition, and protecting hearing from excessive noise exposure. The goal is not simply masking sound, but helping the nervous system regain stability. Inflammation is one of the body's most powerful survival responses. But when it becomes chronic, sensitive systems may begin to suffer. Inside the auditory system, chronic inflammation may contribute to oxidative stress, blood vessel dysfunction, nerve irritation, and cellular instability. Poor sleep, processed foods, chronic stress, smoking, excessive alcohol, metabolic disease, and nutrient deficiencies may all increase inflammatory burden. Over time, this stress may sensitize the nervous system and amplify tinnitus perception. Researchers are now exploring how anti-inflammatory lifestyle strategies may support auditory health. Sleep restoration, stress reduction, physical activity, stable blood sugar, hydration, and nutrient-rich diets may all help reduce biological stress on hearing pathways. The nervous system is highly adaptive. And under healthier conditions, some people experience meaningful reductions in symptom intensity. What if tinnitus is not simply a sound you hear, but a sound your brain creates? The human brain is constantly predicting, filtering, and interpreting sensory information. When hearing input becomes unstable, reduced, or distorted, the brain may attempt to compensate by increasing neural sensitivity. Over time, these amplified signals may become organized into persistent phantom sound patterns. This phenomenon is similar to phantom limb pain, where amputees continue sensing sensations from limbs that no longer exist. In tinnitus, the auditory system may continue generating sound perception even in complete silence. This does not mean the experience is imaginary. The sound is neurologically real, generated through electrical activity inside the brain itself. Understanding this changes everything. Tinnitus is not weakness. It is not just stress. It is a complex neurological adaptation involving hearing pathways, neuroplasticity, attention systems, and emotional processing. Tinnitus affects millions of people worldwide. Yet many still feel unheard, dismissed, or told to simply live with it. But science is evolving. Researchers now understand that tinnitus is deeply connected to the nervous system, brain activity, inflammation, circulation, stress regulation, and nutritional health. For some people, identifying hidden triggers and reducing biological stress may significantly improve quality of life. That does not mean every case has a simple solution. But it does mean the body is far more interconnected than we once believed. The goal is not fear. The goal is understanding. When people learn how hearing, metabolism, stress, sleep, and brain function interact, they often begin making healthier decisions that support the nervous system as a whole. If this video helped you see tinnitus differently, share it with someone searching for answers. Subscribe for more evidence-based health education exploring the hidden science behind the human body. And remember, symptoms are often signals. The sooner we understand them, the sooner healing can begin.